What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Drew on the clock here. I just wanna, I just don't know what I want to do in life and stuff like that. But this is gonna be my first ever YouTube vlog, so I'm just filming my first vlog and everything, um, and stuff like that. I'm very excited, to start my YouTube channel and everything. Um, I'm 20. I'm just. But this first video is gonna be about me, introducing myself a bit for YouTube and stuff like that. So my name's Andrew. Like I said again, I'm 20 years old. I work at a full-time job at a nursing home. I'm currently not in college right now and everything, but yeah. There's probably gonna be a few people why I'm not in college, because around the time when I was in high school, um, I didn't I didn't plan of going to college. I didn't think of going to college and stuff like that. So I denied to go to college. So I wanted to, originally in my mindset, I wanted to do plumber. I wanted to, to make like bank. I wanted to like, work out of like a good job and stuff like that. But, that didn't work out and everything from my own ways and stuff like that. So, but instead I went to a volunteering program, to help with my to help work on my resume, to help improve my my benefits for my job application and stuff like that. But that didn't really help much when I finished high school and stuff like that. And it was like really frustrating for me around the time and stuff like that. Right after I graduated, it was like one of the most frustrating times I ever had, because I wasn't getting paid for volunteering. I had to work two separate shifts. I had pretty much two jobs. So on my volunteering, I had to get up at, I want to say 6. Then I had to be there at 7. Then I had to get off at 2. Then I had to immediately like rush to my other job and stuff like that. You may be asking why not just quit one of your job? Well, it's because on my volunteering job I wasn't getting paid and stuff like that. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't really like my volunteering job. There was drama going on. Uh, a lot of uh, a lot of these staff, the majority of the staff at the program were pretty they were pretty and stuff like that. And they were also pretty rude to me and stuff like that. And I wasn't like trying to cause any problem and stuff like that. I remember one time when I first when I was working in the kitchen at a hospital, which where the volunteering job was at. I remember one time when this was the first day, so I was like, I was with a staff, I was with a job coach. I was she was just like teaching me how to restock and stuff like that. Blah blah blah. Then as soon as I started to actually do work, actually restock, she was like kind of giving me attitude, by like counting like how many what you call it, how many drinks should you put and stuff like that. And there was like a little sheet and stuff like that. I don't remember too much of the details, but I do remember the fact that she was giving me an attitude, and she was saying like, "Oh nope, that's not how you do it. That's not how you do it," and blah 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 and stuff like that. And I remember, and I was just telling her that, "Oh my bad. I'm just trying to do my best and stuff like that." So I tried to skip counting, and she was like, "Nope, that's not how you do it. You do what I, what I showed you to do." So I try to like do it my own ways, because I thought it would be like easier and stuff like that. And she was like saying like, she was like kind of arguing with me and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. Then I try to explain to her that that I'm just trying to count them my own ways. I think it's easier for me. And she said, "Nope, do it, do it what I told you to do. You're not listening." And that's when she started to give me the attitude and stuff like that. Then she was like saying, "I don't want to hear that excuse BS and stuff like that." And that's when that frustration started to happen. So yeah, and this is not the only part that happened. There was like several incidents that happened when she was like causing drama, being rude to me and stuff like that. One time when I was when we were pushing a cart to like the next break room, and stuff like that in the hospital, because that's what I did. I was restocking snacks and stuff like that in like each break room around the hospital for doctors, nurses, and stuff like that. So when I was pushing her, she was asking me walk a little faster and stuff like that. So I walked a little faster, pushed the cart a little faster. I pushed the cart at the exact same speed. Then she was asking me that you're going too fast, and she was saying that we're walking on the same speed, and I'm pushing the cart at the same speed and stuff like that. So I told it directly at her nicely. Then she was giving me that attitude and stuff like that, and that's when all that drama began and stuff like that. But yeah, the rest I had to pretty much deal with it one time and stuff like that. Around the time I wasn't with God. I wasn't a believer of Christ yet, but thankfully at my old job, um, I'm trying to remember. Thankfully at my old job, on my other job when I used to work at, where I was actually getting paid, this was like I think before Christmas or around after Christmas, around the time I actually found Jesus. And the story behind that, on that testimony, is I was just like pushing cards because I used to work at a retail store, so I would just push cards and stuff like that. And I remember one of the trying to remember. Oh yeah, I remember one time one of the pastor at like one of the local churches, like by my house, by my job and stuff like that. I remember one of the local pastors was giving me a $5 tip, but he also got me a letter from Jesus Christ. I'll pull it up on that picture so y'all can see and read it. But it was like one of my biggest blessing day like I have ever received. One of my biggest blessing day I have ever received in my life, and that's how I found Jesus and stuff like that. And this was around the time when I was atheist, because I felt like Jesus has invited me, to become a children of God and stuff like that. And that's when I started to become a believer. That's when I started to become a follower of Christ and everything. So and that's how I started a relationship with God. But I didn't take it seriously until I think recently, after I got I think like before or and after I got baptized at one of the churches I went to. I'll pull it out. I pulled a picture out as well so y'all can see it and stuff like that. But yeah, it was one of the biggest blessing day uh and stuff like that. And I remember one time, I think this was like a couple weeks or a month after I started, a month after I found Jesus. I remember one time I was really frustrated when I got home from work, like two jobs pretty much at that time. I remember one time I went to bed. I woke up like I think 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't remember what was the exact time, but it was like it was it was like one of the craziest blessing day I have ever seen, and and stuff like that. But yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night. I had a dream, and I remember one time I saw these angels coming in my room. They were like flying in my room, and as soon as I woke up, I saw the angels from like in my hallucination head and stuff like that, and they like flew away and everything, and it was like from my dream, and it was just one of the biggest blessing day I have ever witnessed and stuff like that. It was like very important because I feel like because God has spoke something to me. God has sent his angels, to review that he's real, because I was atheist around the time, and it was just one of the craziest day I have ever seen, and that just shows that God is real and everything. There's evidence and everything, and stuff like that. Like what happened, and I don't know if y'all remember, but what happened in Brazil. I don't know if y'all remember, but in Brazil there was a bunch of Brazilian people in Rio that was mocking Jesus and stuff like that. That was worshiping Satan and stuff like that. This was like 2 years ago. I think it was in 2023. I remember looking at that news and thought that I think that's just a coincidence. And this was around time when I was atheist. But looking back at it now, the fact that I'm a I'm a believer. I have a relationship with God and Jesus. Looking back at it now, that just shows evidence that He exists. Don't mock the Lord and everything. And this is what happens when you mock the Lord. Stuff like that happens. And this is not the only time that God has, spoke the world. This happened, and this also happened in the Olympics in Paris when one of the people were mocking Jesus. I'll show you that picture right there. But they were mocking Jesus, and and the power went out and everything in Brazil, and God, and the only light that was on was this big church and everything. It was it's just crazy that God can reveal, can speak itself. It's just crazy that God can reveal Himself through stuff like that. It's just unbelievable, and that's why I believe in God. That's how God is real, and stuff like that. But yeah, right now we're gonna take a walk, talk a little more and stuff like that, drink my coffee and stuff like that, and yeah. All right, so I'm just here at the park right now. You know, as y'all may notice, when after after I was talking to you guys, sharing my relationship with God for a bit and stuff like that. But I'm just at the park. I'm a little cold right now, so I'm not gonna lie right now. But that's okay. But yeah, going back to that college. The reason why I didn't really plan on going to college because I didn't know what I want to do in college and stuff like that. So I feel so like basically I'm saying that I didn't want to risk myself going to college and be clueless what I want to do in college, because that's not what college is for. Is what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, like, if you want to go to college, you got to actually know what you want to do. College is not, it's not for education. It's not for you just to educate yourself and learn different stuff that you're not going to be using for life and stuff like that. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I didn't go to college. And not only that, if you go to college and have no clue what you want to do in college, and instead you waste thousands of dollars worth of student loan, $10,000 worth of student loan and stuff like that, and you graduated and you didn't, and you just get a college degree, but you don't get no degree and stuff like that. It's what's the point of going to college and stuff like that? And no, I'm not saying that college is not worth it, because we're all different and stuff like that. And just don't think that what I just told you, college isn't for you. I'm not saying it isn't for you. I'm saying that if you really want to go to college, you gotta really focus on one main academic you want to focus on, like computer science, for example. Let's say if I really want to do computer science, I have to go to college. If I have enough dedication to do computer science, for example, I'm definitely going to college. I'm investing my my career, my dedication on computer science and stuff like that. And that's the reason why I don't go to college. And that's the problem with a lot of high schoolers will do. I know, around the time when I was in high school, I noticed a lot of my friends went to college, but they have no idea. But they still do not have no idea to this day. And they're clueless right now. They're just going to college, just taking some random classes and stuff like that, just wasting a lot of money worth of student loans and stuff like that. And they're not focusing on what they actually want to do in college. They're not they're not focusing on what they want to do for their dedication, what they want to do for their career. Because going to college, that's where you find career and stuff like that, not just for education and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I decided not to go to college. Because if I went to college and had no clue, I would have ended up wasting a lot of money just for all these pointless stuff I don't want to learn in school and stuff like that. So I decided to not go to college and stuff like that. And I'm not saying you shouldn't go to college. I'm saying what I'm basically trying to explain to y'all is like, what's that word? What I'm basically trying to explain to y'all is, if y'all really want to become a teacher, for example, like super bad, then go to college. Good for you. You should definitely go to college if you really want to be a teacher, and stuff like that. But yeah, if y'all, like, what I'm saying is, if y'all want to play sports in college, then go to college. If that's your passion, do it. But since I don't have the passion for like all these activities, I just not go to college. Instead, I just want to, do some YouTube stuff, since I don't know what I want to do in life and stuff like that. Since like I have no idea what I want to do for a video. Well, not a video, scrap that. Since I don't know what I want to do in my life or my future, I decided to start doing YouTube and stuff like that, because I feel like I wanted to do I want to do a career rather than like work at an entry level job, because that's just boring. Like, I want to do something where I actually enjoy myself doing and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just here walking and stuff like that. But yeah, right now, what I'm doing right now, I'm just working at a full-time job, like I said again. But yeah, but yeah, so we're about to go back to my car. We're about to do, probably gonna drive a bit because it's getting a little too cold, y'all. But yeah, just want to say thank you for being with y'all. I'm just very excited, just to start YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, all right, y'all. So I'm about to go back to my car, and everything. I'm gonna go back to my car. Just hang out with one of my good friends from work and stuff like that. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in and stuff like that. I'm just gonna go home, and after spend some time with my friend, I'm just gonna go home, talk a little more to myself before we wrap this up and stuff like that. But yeah, then let's get to it. So, as I was explaining to y'all, when we were walking, introducing myself for a bit, I'm about to go out, to see my friend, one of my good friends from work and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna, go hang out with him, talk to him a bit about my struggle and stuff like that, because I've been struggling, with my, with my family, some little depression and stuff like that. But yeah, after hang out with my friend, talk to him for a bit, I'm gonna go home, maybe maybe finish introducing myself a bit before we wrap this up and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go home, start editing videos and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very excited, just to start YouTube and stuff like that, because this is something I want to do for like quite some time, because this is what I want to do for my passion. This is what I want to do for my career. This is what I want to do for my dedication. And I just think that it's gonna be a good fit for me, to start YouTube and stuff like that, because I enjoy, because as far as I'm doing right now, I enjoy recording. I enjoy doing editing and stuff like that. So as soon as I get home, I'm gonna start editing, finish the videos, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm very excited, y'all, and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go. All right, YouTube. So I just got back, talking to my friend from work and stuff like that. I had a really good time spending with him and everything. But you know, it was also pretty interesting because you know we were just talking about act in the Bible and stuff like that, and this was pretty interesting, and also it was also a pretty blessing that that what my friend has told me about knack and stuff like that. It talks about what it says in the scripture. It says it talks about in I believe in Acts 2 it's Acts 2 verse 92 or something like that, but it says that I'll pull it up in the screen because I don't have my Bible with me right now, but it mentions uh it mentions that if you want to like draw closer to God, if you want to find like you know true love, if you want to find like true peace, it mentions that if you want to be devoted to church to draw closer to God, then do it. And that's what I'm trying to do right now at the current moment, because you know I've been struggling a little bit, you know, just to like you know find like an actual like close friend, you know, find people to actually talk to daily. And that's what this verse pretty much talks about. It even has a note that says it's probably opposite, but I'll take a picture, you know, pull it out so y'all can see better, because it's probably like you know like opposite and stuff like that for whatever reason, you know, due to like you know recording and stuff like that. But yeah, it was also pretty interesting and stuff like that. Then I just went to Walmart, bought some like you know all the needs, you know, just bought some soap and stuff like that, because you know I just ran out of soap and stuff like that. Just bought some like toothpaste and stuff like that. But yeah, I just want to share that with y'all and stuff like that, and everything. But you know, this is my first ever video, so I don't expect this video to be like great. I don't expect this video to be perfect. But yeah, I'm very excited to start YouTube and stuff like that. Something I forgot to mention when we were like taking walks and stuff like that, when I was vlogging at the park, is what was the word again? I'm trying to think. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but I'll figure it out. Now I figure it out. Thank God. But I was gonna say is I just want to talk about like my career I want to do, you know, before we wrap this up and everything. I'm not trying to make this video too long, so I apologize if y'all feel like it's long. That's okay. It's all about haptic feedback, and that's what I want to focus on as well. But I was gonna say is I was, you know, for my YouTube channel, I was thinking of like, you know, doing vlog videos. I was thinking of doing gaming videos, so and stuff like that. So for this channel, you might see some gaming videos and stuff like that, cause that's what I was thinking of doing as well, is doing gaming and vlog like combined as well. But I don't know if it's gonna be like a good fit for my channel as well. But we'll have to wait and see and everything. If y'all want to see some like gaming videos, you know, just let me know in the comments. I could do gaming video. It's just that for now on, I don't have like any capture card, you know, to record like gameplay footage and stuff like that. And plus, I just bought a PC and stuff like. I just bought a PC so I can start doing video editing and stuff like that. You know, just to transfer all the video data to my PC. You know, just to vlog and stuff like that. But yeah, if y'all want to see gaming content, you know, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll probably do it, you know, just not at the moment right now. For now, I'm just going to be vlogging and stuff like that. It's definitely going to take some time for me to, you know, video edit it, because I never done it before. But, you know, that's okay, because I'm learning at the end of the day. So, yeah. But I just want to, you know, let y'all know before I wrap this up and everything. But yeah, I just want to say, if y'all made it this far, I just want to say thank you for watching this video. You know, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe as well if y'all want to see more content as well. You know, that's the point of doing YouTube, is, you know, I'm trying to bring content to you guys so y'all can enjoy watching as well. So that's what I'm trying to work on as well. And everything. But you know, it's gonna be a little rough because, you know, I work at a full-time job, but that's okay, because this is what I want to do for my passion. This is what I want to do to show God's glory. You know, doing YouTube. It even mentions in the and that one verse over there that I'm about to pull up right now and everything. If y'all feel free to pause it and read it and everything. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for watching. Like I said, hit the like button, subscribe. You know, feel free to comment your happy feedback and everything. I just want to say thank you for everything. And I just want to say God bless y'all and see y'all in the next video.